Hey, everybody. Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. I am so happy you're here. And Vanessa, are you happy they're here?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yes,
Awesome.
absolutely. Listen, guys, we're going to have some fun with QR codes today. But first, we'd love to know what you all are having for lunch because this is a lunch and learn. So let us know what you're having for lunch today. Joe, have you eaten lunch yet?
I haven't, but there's bonus points for anybody having tacos today, especially if they share a picture.
Oh,
Boy, that would be it. I
it
know.
is not Taco Tuesday.
I
It's
know. I grew
something
up in
else
Southern
today.
California, right? I mean, there were tacos everywhere, and
Yeah,
I still, yeah, I still got a taco problem.
still got a taco problem. Do you have a lot of tacos near in Nevada?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you do.
Oh yeah. Tons and tons and tons. Yes, my daughter brings me stuff all the time from that side of town where they got all the good stuff. Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome,
yep.
awesome. Well, folks, nobody is talking to us yet. I see we've got some people watching, but nobody's telling us what they're eating for lunch. Maybe they're not having lunch today. I don't know.
Could be,
Um,
could be. But that's
we're
okay.
going
We can get going. We can
speaking
talk
of
QR
lunch,
code.
though. Speaking of lunch, ooh, sweet potato pudding. What?
Really?
Where is
Oh, bread pudding. Bread pudding's it, not sweet potato pudding.
she said sweet potato pudding? That's what she said. That's what Laura
Okay.
said. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Laura.
Okay.
So here's the cool thing about tying this into lunch, Joe. If anyone's
Mhm.
sitting in a restaurant right now, I'm
Mm,
betting they know how to scan a QR code because that's
mhm.
pretty much the only way we're getting menus these days, at least out here in California. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's the same way where you live, but that is where that's how you get your menu now,
Yeah.
whether it's lunch menu, dinner menu, whatever menu, you have to pull it up, scan a QR code, and pull it up on your phone. And we're going to be talking about QR codes today and how you can do a whole lot more than pull up a menu with them.
Let's leverage the QR code for your advantage. Let's do that
Yes,
today,
for
right? And
sure. For
not just
sure.
in
Hey,
menus either.
Cindy. Hey, Bob. Good to see you guys. Uh, Bob is going to the Olive Garden. Nice. For a
I
birthday lunch with my
know.
granddaughter. Happy birthday. And twice baked potato for Andrea. Fantastic. All right.
No, I'm with
So
I'm
let's
with Andrea today. That's where I want to be.
twice baked potato all day long. All day
Yeah.
long. Okay. So let's talk about the magic of QR codes and the dynamic QR code generator. This
Yes.
is well, there we go. Uh, it wasn't moving. So, why are QR codes a game changer for the direct mail space, Joe?
Well, this is the deal. When we send out these postcards, you got to convert them. And to convert them, there's a couple of things going on. You get a QR code on here, you've now converted them to your digital space, to your
Yes.
digital marketing platform versus just having them in the direct mail channel. And that is the whole goal, is to convert them from the direct mail channel into a digital channel where you can also speak to them, because we talk a lot about channels, right?
Yes.
And a communication channel, right? Whether that be email or social media or direct mail or whatever it may be, we use this channel to not only gain new customers, but we also convert those customers into that digital channel. And it's a big deal to put a QR code and convert them. They scan the QR code and you're taking them somewhere, whether it
Yeah.
be a URL that goes to a video, or you want to collect more information, or you want to deliver them a white paper on a topic. I know there's some of our insurance agents out there that are doing this very thing, and they're doing it for the T65 folks, the turning 65. They're actually saying, hey, I know you're getting ready to turn 65. You should know more information. Download my white paper by clicking, using this QR code. I think there's a lot to be said for how this works. And really, folks, as awful as the pandemic was, I'm the optimist. Both me and Vanessa, the eternal optimist. We
We
always
are.
we always try and find the good in everything. Well, this pandemic was kind of painful for wearing masks and social isolation, but it taught everybody how to use a QR code. I promise you would have starved in Las Vegas without the QR codes. If you wanted to go out to eat, you weren't getting a menu. You just weren't. There was a little QR code taped to the
Yeah.
table. You'd get your phone out, you'd scan it, and you'd go to the menu and order what you wanted. When the wait staff came to help you. But
Yeah.
what has it done for us now? here we are actually converting, right? Because everybody
Yeah.
knows how to use it. We're not afraid to put it on a card. You don't have to be just hip, slick, and cool now, right? You can
And
actually,
here's yeah, yeah, and here's to I want to emphasize the point that you made, Joe. With direct mail, the use of the QR code converts your recipient onto your digital channel, whatever that may be. And like Joe mentioned, a white paper or a website or whatever that may be. I guess what we're saying though is there's a ton of noise on social media. And a lot of you are spending a lot of time marketing on social media, and which is fine. If it's getting results for you, it's fine. What we would challenge you to do, even if you want people to go and view your social media channel, wherever that may be, why not send them a postcard or a card with a QR code that takes them over there? I think that you'll find that that is even more effective than just blasting and casting the net wide and hoping that people catch it. We all know that the algorithms change all the time on what is actually shown in front of people on their news feed, specifically in Facebook, but in other channels as well. And that is, if you're constantly trying to keep up with that, you're probably finding that that's a losing game, that you're not seeing as many people and as much traffic as you were before, or as many eyeballs seeing your content as perhaps before. So, anyway, that's just a really important point to make when we're talking about using QR codes. Again, not saying don't do what you're already doing. We're saying this is an enhancement to what you're already doing.
accurate, accurate.
So, how do you effectively use a QR code? And Joe touched on this just a minute ago. If you use a QR code that leads to a video, you can place the video on a platform where you can actually hide the video. It doesn't have to be out there for all the masses to see, but you can actually hide the video and use a link that makes it trackable. You can actually see who's clicking on there. What a great lead capture combination, sending out a card that has a QR code on it that links to a hidden video so that you can see exactly what traffic is being driven to that particular video.
And it's another data point, Vanessa. One of the things I love to bring up about the QR code, it's another data point. Let's say you sent out 1,000 postcards and you didn't get one phone call, but 500 people watched the video. You now know there's a problem, right? You know
Yes,
there's a
yes,
problem with your postcard. There's a problem with the sales process. Somewhere
yeah,
in your process, there's a problem. And
yes,
having that second data point is huge, because to know you had 1,000 postcards go out and you didn't sell anything, but 500 people actually used the QR code, like, oh, well, clearly the postcard worked.
yeah.
It didn't
Love it.
convert, but it worked. It got me
Right.
somewhere. It got me another data point that I can now go, time to go reframe this thing and send 1,000 postcards. That the cost isn't that much. So you're not
Yeah.
really out much and you get to test it. And I love that point.
Yeah, I do too, Joe. And here are a few other examples of where you could send people with a QR code to a website, to a Facebook group, to a business page, to an advertisement, to a video on YouTube, to an actual house listing. These are some
Mhm.
of the things that people have already done with QR codes. I love this. I believe it's Cindy. Here we go. This year, I'm using a QR code I think she means of me singing happy birthday on the beach added to the card. What a great use of a QR code. That's great.
Love it.
Bucket
Love it.
List Coach Web Show Live. I believe that's Cindy.
Yep.
That is an awesome use of a QR code.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Yeah. I love all of these.
Here are a few other ideas. You could link to a special offer, to a personal video like she's doing, to a sales page, to a funnel, to a form to gather more
Mhm.
information. And perhaps we'll touch on that in a minute, Joe.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
also to an automation. Now, an automation is something that we use often here at Mailbox Power, and that is just something that you set up in advance. It's a mailer, a card, or card and gift, or a postcard. It's something you set up in advance. And then as you add people to the automation, it is sent out. Or you create an automation and send it to a whole group of people all at one time. So lots of different uses there. So here's an example of something that Joe has used. I love this. I love that. Can you talk about the QR code and where
Yeah.
that actually goes?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got an automation set up. It's a 5 shipment automation. And the third automation, I'm talking about Mailbox Power. Of course, what else would I talk about? And of course, I'm going to talk about birthdays. What else would I talk about? And right. So on the third shipment, they actually get some brownies and this card that explains how important it is to practice birthday marketing. And by the way, if you're not practicing birthday marketing, you need to call me. I need to talk to you. We need to have a discussion, and I'll get my soapbox out and we'll talk about birthdays for a minute, how much it can affect your business. But the deal is this: not only am I talking to them about it, but I'm practicing what I'm preaching. I'm saying scan this QR code and join my birthday club, which is attached to an automation. They click that thing, they fill out the information, and they're automatically in my birthday automation. I never have to touch a thing. I don't have to click a button or do a dang thing. It's automatic, and they will actually get a birthday and a half birthday card from just a simple QR code that lives right there in the middle of the card. And when somebody knows they're going to get something, they're hovering over that QR code and they're going to do something with it. I promise. It's just the way it works. Just add it if they feel like they're going to get some value from it. So write your copy accordingly, write your headline accordingly. Make sure that they know what they're going to get by clicking the QR code. Don't just think that you can place a QR code there all willy-nilly and somebody's just going to go click it, because they might not. Right? They might not. You know, in the marketing world, you have to tell people what you want them to do. If you never tell them, the chances of them figuring it out, nil. Just nil. So make sure they know exactly what you want them to do, right?
So true. So true. Here's another example.
Yeah, now this one's a little bit different. And this one also is a part of an automation that talks to realtors and tells realtors about Mailbox Power. Now, this is a different use. I'm not having them join something or fill out any information. But what I have done is I've reinforced the message above about for sale by owners and how well realtors have done. And that links to an automation of one of our top realtor users, Steve Angeline. And what he has done with the for sale by owner is absolutely amazing. The business he's transacted is amazing, and he talks about it in this video. So no better way to use a QR code than to reinforce the written message above. And there are those creative folks, wink, wink, like me, who would much rather watch a video than read the copy. So beware that those folks are out there, and give them that opportunity to actually do that. And I think you're going to find out you're going to win. Yeah.
We have a question from Yvonne. Says, is this QR birthday club automation Joe's version available to all of us? You wouldn't want to send Joe's automation to everybody. You need to create your own QR code that links to your own I need your mailbox link for your own birthday automation. So it's not once you set that up, it's forever. And people who scan your QR code will go into your birthday automation. If we shared Joe's with you, they'd go into Joe's automation, which would not help you.
No,
So,
why not? But I can tell you this, Yvonne. If you go into the design catalog and you look, there's an automation. Both of these cards came out of one automation that's free to you, and that's an affiliate automation that speaks to realtors about Mailbox Power, and pretty easy to find. I think you just type in, what do you type in? Affiliate, maybe? I don't remember what to type in now, Vanessa. Jeez.
I think they can just look for realtors. They can look for affiliate. But yes, absolutely, Yvonne, you can use it as a guide for sure. For sure. So there are a lot of automations in there. There are a lot of birthday cards in the design catalog that are ready to go. They're just waiting for your QR code or waiting for you to modify it with your own information. So they're set up, and you can use those as guides as well.
Absolutely.
All right. And how do we create a QR code? So here's the thing, and here, take it from us. We've learned the hard way. There are a lot of websites that allow you to make a QR code. And then all of a sudden you'll find that it could be disabled by the website that allowed you to make it, or redirected, or they want you to it'll be live for 60 days and then they want you to pay a certain amount for them to continue to keep it live. Lots of little tricks there. I will tell you, you can hop onto Canva and make a QR code in about 2 minutes flat. It takes no time at all. But Mailbox Power has added a QR code generator to our system. And we're going to show you what that looks like and how that works. It's a very cool alternative for those of you wanting to add QR codes to your mailings to
Yeah,
different people.
before you go on, Vanessa, and we show them
Yeah.
that, I don't know if everybody saw this or not, but Chrome, which I think is the most popular browser, wherever you're at in Chrome, you'll find up in the URL, there is now a share button. And when you click that share button, it actually allows you to create a QR code right there as well from right there, which really,
Cool.
really makes it easy. Outside of Canva and a couple other tools that are really awesome, it's a pretty safe bet as well. Now, it does put a little dinosaur in the middle, which I don't know why. And I'm going to have to just kind of Google that and figure out, well, why are you putting a dinosaur on a QR code? I don't get it. What's the deal?
Yeah, I don't want a dinosaur on mine unless I'm
Yeah,
sending
me
it to
either.
a little kid.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
So we have what we just mentioned a moment ago, our dynamic QR code generator. This is an exclusive function for executive members only. I should note, Joe, we're right in the middle of our special that ends at the end of this month. Our executive membership is going up at the end of this month. So if you want to get in on the executive membership, at the deal that we're offering right now, certainly do that. You'll save over $1,000 over the course of a year membership, and that's pretty spectacular in and of itself. So what we're getting ready to show you is exclusive to our executive membership, but if you've taken a look at that and what that entails, it's a bargain for anybody in business. So
Yeah.
let's talk a little bit about how the dynamic QR code generator works. If you are familiar with Mailbox Power contacts, then you'll notice a brand new field on the contact gathering, the place where you add your contacts, and it's called QR code. At the very bottom of each contact, there's a new field. And all you do is add whatever link that you want the QR code to go to, you add it in that field. So if you wanted someone to go to your website, you'd add that in that QR code field. If you had a video or something that you wanted somebody to go to, then you would add that in the field. It is unique to each user. So every single contact will get wherever you want to send them. Then we use our image auto merge function, which is an incredible function that allows you to dynamically change the images that go on various cards and things like that. But we use our image auto merge function that has a brand new placeholder called contact QR code. So you've put the website into the contact. On your card, you have this image auto merge picture right here that you see on screen that says contact QR code. And through the magic of Mailbox Power, we take the information or the URL you've added over there, create a QR code out of it, and that is what actually prints on your card. So it's a really, really cool way for you to uniquely send people to different videos. So, Joe, I mean, we talked about this in our nearest neighbor automation, and the fact that you could send a video of like a time lapse of you, if you're a landscaper, for example. That's the example on this card. A time lapse of you accomplishing work at somebody's house. Here's what
Right.
the yard looked like before. Here's what it looked like as we were working on it, and here's the finished project. And then send that out to
Right.
other people as a prospecting card so that they could scan the code and actually see the work that you've done in a time lapse video. What a
Right.
great way to actually demonstrate to somebody the capability of your service.
Absolutely. And this just eliminates a step in the process. So you now don't have to go create a QR code. I look at this and go, well, if I were creating 5 presentations to 5 different people, but it was the same presentation, same content, same information, I would go create a video for each one of those 5 folks. And I
Mhm.
would use that link. I would just add that URL for their video right into their contact and be done with it. It's the repetition, it
Yeah.
kills us sometimes. It's that repetitive thing that we have to keep going, doing and 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 doing some more. That annoys the crap out of some of us, which is where Justin kind of went, I guess I'll just add that to the contact. I'm like, we're all in, let's go.
Yeah.
And here we are with this ability to simply add a URL instead of having to go create the QR code in a separate place where it's generated, save it, go open our project and put it on each one. All of those steps have been done. You create one template and it's over.
Mhm.
Done,
Yeah.
done, done, done. So I love this. I love, love,
Mhm.
love how this works.
Yeah. Now, if the contact doesn't have, if you happen to send something and the contact has nothing in that QR code field, then
Mhm.
nothing will print. Not even the image auto merge box. Nothing will print in that space.
That is absolutely correct. And then there was a question here from Bob.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
says, I have more than 1,000 contacts. What's the best way to update all those contacts with URL? The dynamic QR code generator will work. And yes, and Laura, one of our certified training partners, right behind him. Yes, it's a field and it's importable. So
Yeah.
you could grab your whole group of folks, export them, add the QR code, re-import, and you would have them on everybody. So yeah, definitely. And if you're new, this would be the best time, right? And you've got a QR code or a video or a link to your website or whatever that you want to make sure everybody has. Just add
Mhm.
it to that field, copy and paste it all the way down right before you upload your contacts or before you contact customer service and they upload them for you. One of the two.
There you go. So it's a really great way for you to be able to dynamically create a QR code that could go onto those cards. It can be added to anything really. The cards, the postcards, the different sizes of postcards that can go on a gigagram. Um, so any place that you can use that image auto merge contact QR code, if you can put that on something, then it will work for you.
Yeah, and folks, just don't just think of it this way. Marketing. You've got to track data. You need numbers. You need to be, really actively engaged. Did it work? Did it not work? QR codes are a data point. Again, it's one of those places where you can kind of go, yeah, well, the car got out there, nobody bought, but everybody watched the video. There's a
Yeah.
problem with the video or a problem with the price or something that you can kind of figure out at that point. But that QR code is an amazing component that allows us to do so many things. I mean, Cindy's she's singing happy birthday, and everybody on her birthday, comes getting a birthday, a video from her, which is
Yeah.
awesome, right? Or the case of whole hogs, right? Now, the video for them, Whole Hogs is a company who digs holes using water. And like, what? They dig holes using water? How does that work? Oh, well, let us show you. And there's a QR code that showed,
Right.
them digging holes with water. And right next to them was somebody digging holes with shovels. And how much faster did it happen with water, right? And how much cleaner was it with water? Well, without that QR code, how would you have shown that? How would you have
Right.
gotten that message to the customer? How would they have seen, what was really going on? And then we start looking at trends with direct mail. And one of those things, as far as the trend goes, was Panda Express. Just months ago, they reversed a sales slump using postcards and
Yeah.
QR codes. And what they did with the QR code is the QR code has a special offer. If you use that QR code, you were getting a meal delivered to your home at a huge discount, which means they just converted a non customer to a paying customer through a QR code and gave them a discount. That was the enticement, for the
Yeah.
whole thing. I mean, it's amazing, what's happening not only in direct mail, but this technology that we have blended together to make
Yes.
one whole solid marketing tool. And that's what
Yeah.
I love. Yeah.
So think about that, because I think there are people out there that say, oh, well, I don't have a website to send people to, or I do have a website, but I don't want to send them over there. You could use the QR code for testimonials. You could use them for reports. You could use a QR code to gather data, to send people to a survey, a customer satisfaction survey that then rewards them at the end of it. You can
Mhm.
do almost anything with a QR code. If it's online, you can link to it.
Yeah.
So think about that. Also, as Joe mentioned, think about the trackability and gathering data. This is as we continue to market and refine our marketing skills and tactics, you are going to be seeing more and more of this multi-faceted approach to marketing, multi-dimensional approach to marketing. And so whether that's linking to a report or a video or whatever that may be, you're going to be seeing more and more of that out there. The other thing is that if you're collecting data, like having people fill out their information, we have this very, very cool thing in Mailbox Power in your contact called I Need Your Mailbox. You can turn that into a QR code that people can scan, just like Joe showed you on his birthday card, so that they can scan that and join your birthday club, join your anniversary club, join your dog club, dog lovers club, or whatever. Join the let's go to the beach on Saturday club, whatever that may be. They can join simply by scanning that code. So I think if you really kind of brainstorm, sit with yourself for a few minutes and think about all the different ways that you could get information to people and how you could do that with a QR code on a piece of mail, and you'll come up with some really creative ideas.
I agree. I agree. And folks, if you want to win, step out of your comfort zone. If you're stuck and you think, yeah, you've got to go learn some new crazy technology, this is not new. It's
No.
not crazy. It's been around for decades. It was created by the Japanese to quickly source parts, is what the QR code, or where the QR code was created. And clearly it's working for us right now for all kinds of things, right? You just never know when technology gets created and what it actually ends up getting used for. I promise the guy who was sitting there, or the gal who was sitting there going, yeah, we need to figure out how to scan these parts really quickly. We're going to make this code. And yeah, the next thing you know, those codes are on the side of buses, taking them
They're
people
everywhere.
to
They're
sales
everywhere.
pages. They are. There's menus, whatever. But anyway, use them and get that extra data point. Convert.
Yep. So we had a quick question from Josh. Need to change the URL each time for the same contact to get new content, correct? Um, I'm
Each
not
time.
sure what that question is, but each time you want to send them to a different website or link, you would need
Right.
to change that in the contact.
Right.
If you're always driving traffic to the same video or the same link, then you would just leave it alone.
Right. And Star Tomlinson, should we pay for the QR codes or use the free generating ones? Star, all right. Here's the deal. I would highly, highly recommend that you use a site like Canva where you have an account, where
Reliable.
yeah, a reliable software vendor that's going to deliver you a QR code, including Chrome. It does have that little dinosaur in there, which bothers some people, and other people they don't care. It's like, yeah, whatever, dinosaur minus snore, I'm good, let's go, and it's free. So that's at the top of every browser, and you could use it that way as well. But find something reliable that's not going to shut off on you, because this should live for a very long time. And I can tell you right now, we know the averages. Mail sitting in people's homes for an average of 17 days.
Yeah,
17 days for it just sitting in their home because it has their name on it. And you certainly don't want that QR code to run out ever, tell you the truth.
right.
Never.
And Star, just to mention, if you are on an executive membership with Mailbox Power, you have access to that QR code generator free. So there's
Yeah.
no additional charge for that.
Yep. Awesome. Well, Vanessa, I think it's over.
I think so too. I'm really excited about this whole thing and to see what you all do with this information. I think armed with information, you can really it sparks creativity. So I think you can have some fun with it. If you missed any of this presentation or any of our other lunch and learns, please head over to youtube.com/mailbox power and check it out. And by the way, if you'd like ideas and brainstorming and fun use of QR codes, please go over to the Post community, which is downloadable in your app store. Join us over in the Post. It's our new app for communities and for people to talk together, to exchange ideas, to get creative with each other, and to support each other in our business building efforts.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for being a customer of Mailbox Power. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for trying this out. And truly, I hope you got value from this. We know that time is your most valuable asset, and you gave us 30 minutes today, and we appreciate it very, very, very much. Anyway, with that being said, it's done. It's over. We've talked about QR codes. Go use them. Have a great day, and we will see you next week for another Lunch and Learn. Oh, no, I'll be solo. Yes, I'll be solo next week, so beware. Just letting you know. Unsupervised. Anyway, folks, have a great day. Bye-bye.